I want to send a kiss, a big kiss, to all of you, the beautiful people of Inglês no Cru.
Hello, hello, hey, beautiful people of English No Crew. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. So today on the show we have a special guest, Marco Antonio, the dad of Alexia, pai da Alexia. Alexia's dad is on the show. And I think Marco Antonio is a great example of just the power of putting things into action. Marco is probably older than most of our listeners. He is in his 70s, and he is coming on the podcast. He's taking class on Cambly, and he speaks 4 or 5 languages almost fluently. So if he's doing it, what are you waiting for? So as always, you can go to cambly.com, use the promotional code English no Cru Podcast to get your first class for free. Speak to native speakers, teachers, whenever you want, wherever you want. So check out Cambly.com or download the Cambly app. Start speaking English today. Oh, and by the way, stick around for the end of the show because we have some exciting news. Okay, let's get on with the show. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of English no Cru Rádio. Today I am here with a special guest, Marco Antonio.
Yep.
How are you doing, Marco?
Not so good, but facing the consequence of my fall.
So a really good phrase in English, Marco, is I've been better. Do you understand that?
Yes, I think so. I feeling better, right?
Yeah. Or you can also say I'm feeling better. Tipo, eu estou melhorando. Mas também pode falar I've been better.
I've been better.
Que em português não faz muito sentido. Que seria tipo, eu tenho sentido melhor.
Okay.
But the idea is, I'm not doing that great.
Okay, beautiful people from English no Cru, I've been better. Thank you very much.
So, Marco, we wanted to have you on the show today. First, just to speak a little English. You are practicing your English, which is already beautiful. But also, we wanted to hear the story about your accident. So, what happened?
Well, I was walking, making exercise, walking on the sunny side of the street. And while the sun was very hard, I crossed the street for the shadow side.
Yeah.
And
Normally, we say the shade.
shade.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I was walking, not very fast, by the opposite, slowly walking. And then I tried to see something, tried to watch a place where they are going to build the El Corte Inglés here in Porto, Portugal. And suddenly I was in the floor. There was a little things, I don't know the name, for impeach cars to park in the calçada.
On the sidewalk?
On the sidewalk. They are very small, they are black, they are killer things. And I was completely down on the street, and I broke two fingers, and here I am recovering. That's the whole story. It's not dramatic, but
Okay, so that's a lot of information, Marco. Let me give you a couple of recommendations.
okay.
First, you said there are these little black things on the street I believe you said to impeach cars. I think you were trying to say to impede cars. So, impedir.
Isso, e de impedir carros de parar na calçada.
Right. So, in English, we have the verb to impede, but it's very formal. If someone is impeding you, that's just a very formal way to say to stop cars.
To stop cars
Yeah.
to park in the como é que é a calçada mesmo, Foster?
Sidewalk.
Sidewalk. That's all. And
Can I say
it,
one more thing, Mark?
pardon me.
Also, just to clarify, when you say impede, I was hearing you say impeach, which is complicated because we also have impeach, like impeachment, like Dilma Rousseff impeachment, right?
Yeah.
So, three things. We have impeach, which is to impeach a president. We have the verb to impede, which is a formal way to say stop. And then the most common way would just be to stop.
Yeah, I was translating from directly from Portuguese in my head to English, and this is a mistake that we don't should do. Uh, we must speak English and know make the phrase in our heads first in Portuguese and then translate to English. It's a better way, right, Foster?
Yes. So, this is one of the most common mistakes that we see with all of our students, especially students that are still more or less in the beginning stages. So, my recommendation is always try to think more simply because I know in your head you are thinking, tinha negócio na rua que eu estava atravessando a rua para a sombra, mas esse negócio estava me impedindo. But that is a very complicated thought. So just try to keep it simple, think in English, and say, okay, I fell in the street.
Yeah, this is the verb I was looking for. I felt, and not I fall, like I said. I felt in the street, and my recommendation for you is never leave the sunny side of the street.
That's good
Never.
advice. Always stay on the sunny side of the street. So, Marco, how was your first experience with the Portuguese hospital system,
The Portuguese?
the medical system, your trip to the
Oh, the medical
hospital?
system, it was amazing. It was a surprise. It was not 100%, it's 1000%. 2 minutes to speak with the man in the reception. 5 minutes, really 5 minutes to a doctor come to me, and then they dedicate to me the next 3 4 hours. They can pictures, no, X-rays,
Yeah, X rays.
X-rays of my hand, and the doctor, Dr. Marta, was very nice, very professional, little talking and very action. Yep. And
In English, we have a great phrase, which is maybe not a common phrase, but I would say not much talking, a lot of action.
yeah, that's it. And she said to me, "Well, you broke 2 fingers, and maybe you will have to operate." I was completely surprised. It was a bad news, not fake news, bad news.
Yeah, this was not fake news, but I was also very surprised. Just to give a little context, I already saw your hand, I felt your fingers, and I said, Marco, it's not broken. There's nothing you can do. And then Alexia was like, bye, we're going to the hospital. And I was thinking, okay, great. But then they were broken.
Yes, they worked very well. It was a nurse. There was a nurse, very nice. She explained me everything,
She
and
explained to me. In English,
explained
we
to
always
me.
explain things to people.
Okay, she explained to me exactly what was happening, and then Dr. Marta make gesso, Foster. I don't know how
A
it's
cast.
ca-
Cast. C-A-S-T.
cast.
Cast. Yeah, so it's the same word like elenco, like the cast of a movie, is also a cast
Okay,
for your arm.
a cast to my arm, very heavy. And she said, "Come back here in 1 week. Come to see directly to me, and we'll see if this is work. And I think it will be not necessarily the operation.
I hope not.
She said, "Yeah, it will be not perfect. Your hand will be not perfect as I want it, and but you can recover in the movement of your hand, etc., etc." And then when I go away, I kiss the nurse. Thank you very much. Yeah. And I came out of the hospital, and nobody said to me, you have to pay something, nothing, absolutely free. And this is for 10,000 million Portuguese. They have
10,000 million.
10,000 million.
A gente não fala isso. A
Não.
gente fala. O que você quer falar?
Eu quero falar que toda a população portuguesa tem direito
Mas quantos são?
10 milhões.
Yeah, 10 million.
10 million people who live in Portugal.
10,000 million
10,000 million.
would be 10 billion in English. So we just say 10 million.
10 million. They have a free. It's not absolutely free. You pay maybe sometimes and 10 euros, 5 euros, 15 euros. It's amazing. Of course, they have problems. There's no money enough to make everything.
There's not enough money.
That's not enough money, but the hospital was clean, iluminado,
Yeah, I would say there was good lighting.
good lighting. The doctors very competent,
Professional, yeah.
professional. Yeah. I was very, very impressionado.
Impressed?
It was amazing. It was, and with a touch of humanity, Alexia was very upset with me, and then yeah, and then she texted me all the time, many times, and so the nurse that I kissed later said to me, "Your daughter is around." Yeah, okay, I'm gonna look for her, and then Alexia appears in front of my eyes like a miracle. It was,
Every time Alexia appears, it is a miracle. Yeah.
it was very very good very good what very good experience. Not very good because I was broken, but
It was the
yeah,
best of a bad situation.
yeah, that's it.
Cool.
So the lesson is, yes, if you charge tax from people, you can give to them a very good health service.
Yeah.
Oh, it was difficult to say that.
Normally we say healthcare.
Healthcare. Okay.
Yeah, the
You have
TH
to
at the end.
Propose this to the people. They agree voting on you in the
Voting for you. We always vote for people in English.
What you said?
We vote for people. In Portuguese, você sempre vota em alguma pessoa, né?
Yeah. The thing is, it was a deal between the government and people. The government proposed, the people sign the contract voting or not. If they voting, they pay more taxes, much more taxes, and they have in return a very good
Healthcare system.
healthcare. I think so.
Yeah. Universal healthcare. It's our first experience with true universal healthcare, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, and in Brazil we have free healthcare, but unfortunately it was not like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to speak.
That's a much longer story, but I think today, Marco,
Okay.
how do you feel about your English?
I feel more confident. I crossing. No, I'm not going to think in Portuguese.
I
And
was
speak
going to say
in-
that
yes.
sounds like Portuguese to me.
Simple. I feel more confident day by day.
Awesome. So if Marco Antonio is willing and able to speak English in front of hundreds of thousands of people that listen to Inglês no Cru Rádio, you can too. So thanks, Marco Antonio. We will try to have you on the show again.
Yes, of course. And I want to, as I kiss the nurse, I want to send a kiss, a big kiss, to all of you, the beautiful people of Inglês no Cru.
Okay, a big friendly kiss from Marco Antonio. Thanks, guys. We will talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Inglês no Cru Rádio. So, just real quick, I wanted to tell you guys something. So, this week we discovered that we are the most popular English podcast on Spotify, which is crazy news to us. It's really unbelievable. So, we really want to take advantage of this opportunity. And the easiest way for you to help is to leave a review for the show. You can leave a review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Castbox. I don't think you can leave a review on Spotify, but you can subscribe, download the show, and just to show how appreciative and grateful we are for your support, just send us a print screen, take a screenshot of your review or just anything that shows that you are listening to the show and send it to hi@inglesnocru.com, and we will send you the first 100 worksheets of Inglês no Cru Rádio for free. So do it. Check it out. Help us help you and keep this show growing and keeping it weird. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. As always, keep up the good fight and lose well. See you guys tomorrow.